Every homeowner in Sandstone pays roughly the same strata fee. It doesn't matter whether you have one of the smaller 1,400 square foot 2 bedrooms or a larger 2,500 square foot home with a loft. And at around $500 a month, that fee is more than double what you would pay at Chartwell in Glenmore, which is also a 55 plus community. So why is Sandstone so popular? Well, I think it comes down to value. You might have heard the saying is that price is what you pay, value is what you get. And obviously at Sandstone, buyers value the location and the lifestyle. But before making a decision, there are also 3 things that I would check very carefully before buying here, including one issue common to homes of this age that could become an expensive surprise if you don't know about it. I'm Mark with KelownaCondos.ca and RE. And if this is your first time here, I specialize in strata properties. Whether that's a bare land strata like Sandstone, a townhome in Glenmore, or a high-rise downtown. So let's look at what makes Sandstone so popular, where that $500 a month actually goes, and whether this community deserves a spot on your shortlist. Whether you're actively in the market or maybe a condo is something you're thinking about in the future, I put together a condo buyer's checklist, and I'll tell you how to get that later in the video. So Sandstone is as close as you can get to a retirement resort community in Kelowna. And from what I know, it's well run. But remember, things can change. So don't take my word for it. You still need to read the strata documents before purchasing. I say resort community because Sandstone has the most amenities that I've come across in a 55 plus bare land strata. The major difference is here you have an indoor pool for exercise and an outdoor pool with a huge patio to enjoy the Okanagan weather. Another thing that people are attracted to are the water features that run throughout the property. This isn't something that you find in most 55 plus communities. 119 of the 189 homes back onto a pond. Yes, I counted them. With the use of fountains and pumps, the water is constantly moving. So this isn't just a mosquito farm. And for buyers I've worked with, the most desirable homes in Sandstone are the ones away from Gordon Drive that back onto a water feature. But as with everything though, the more desirable the home, the more you're going to pay. So just remember to factor that in. And if you're comparing 2 similar homes, finding one where the roof, the plumbing, and the windows are already done is a huge benefit. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So let's start with the question that I get a lot. What is a bare land strata? Well, bare land strata means that owners collectively own the land, but not the homes on it. That's why every homeowner here pays a strata fee based on their lot size, not their home size. And as of August 2026, that fee is around $500 a month. Chartwell over in Glenmore is a good comparison. It's also a bare land strata, so it's similar in ownership. But Chartwell only has a clubhouse, no pools, no water features running through the community. Their strata fee is $235 a month for all units. They don't vary based on the strata lot size. That's less than half of what you pay at Sandstone. The reason you pay so much at Sandstone are the amenities and the extensive water features. These things cost money to maintain, and you're paying for them even if you don't use the amenities or back onto a pond. And if you're the type of buyer who wants a heated indoor pool in the winter and an outdoor pool in the summer, that fee, it is probably worth it. If water features and amenities aren't a priority for you, then maybe Chartwell is a better option. So with that being said, let's look at the amenities. Like a lot of these communities, the clubhouse, it sits near the center of it. There's an indoor lap pool and a hot tub that's great for year-round use. But the biggest draw is the huge patio and kidney-shaped pool that overlooks the pond. This isn't the type of pool that a community has that nobody uses. Every time I've been there, it's been busy and it looks like people are having fun. The clubhouse, it also features a dance floor, a kitchen, pool tables, a gym, and a well-stocked library. The Sandstone community organizes a lot of events and get-togethers. This is a community that offers a lot of social interaction. So let's look at some of the things to watch for. First, the plumbing in Sandstone was built with Poly B. This is common for homes built in this era. Poly B is a problem because getting home insurance is hard, and a lot of insurers will make you replace it within the first 3 to 6 months of ownership. That could cost you upwards of $10,000. If you already live there, you don't need to worry about replacing it because the insurance isn't going to take away your insurance. But if you're buying, it becomes an issue. Before you buy here, you want to read the Strata documents and get a home inspection to confirm whether the plumbing has already been replaced in the home that you're looking at. Second, because this is a bare land strata, you are responsible for your own home. Here is a note from their Strata documents. The strata is responsible for maintaining all common areas, ensuring that they remain in excellent condition for all residents to enjoy. Strata also takes care of all grasses, including that on individual strata units. Additionally, by request, Strata provides 15 to 20 minutes of garden bed weeding once per month. While their service will help control weeds, it will not result in a meticulously maintained garden. Any shrubbery on your property will not be tended under the Strata contract. If you require additional gardening services, such as additional weeding or bush trimming, our contractors can assist you at a cost, or you can employ your own contractor. It's important to note that any maintenance requirements, no matter their nature, that are on your property or in your house are your responsibility entirely. Strata has no responsibility for your property. So there you go. And I'll also point out that for all of the exterior renovations you do, you're going to need to get Strata approval. The color of your shingles, the color of your door, everything. It needs to get approved by Strata. Third, this is a community that's nearly 40 years old. It's popular and it's well run, but maintenance costs in an older community, often they only go one direction, and that's up. That doesn't mean that something's wrong or that the Strata is underfunded. It's just something that you need to think about. Sandstone, it works well for buyers who want to downsize without feeling like they're downsizing. Every home here is detached, single family, in a gated strata community. You get your own garage and your own space. It also works for buyers looking for that social connection. There's almost always something going on here, and the Clubhouse, it makes that easy. Also, if a pool matters to you, having both an indoor pool and an outdoor pool is hard to find. The only other one I can think of is Sandpoint in Glenmore. If you're watching this video though and you know of another one, shoot me a message. I would love to review it. So who probably shouldn't buy here? Well, if you don't value the ponds or amenities, the $500 strata fee is going to be tough to digest. Chartwell and Glenmore is a better option. It's a similar 55 plus bare land strata, but it only has a clubhouse. So the strata fee is going to be $235 a month. Also, if you're on a fixed income and you want to avoid future maintenance costs, this probably isn't the right fit either. A bare land strata, it puts the maintenance responsibility on you. That means a potential $20,000 or $30,000 bill if the roof or the HVAC system fails. So let's dive into the neighborhood. One thing to know before you search, MLS listings for this community, they show up under both Springfield Spall and Kelowna South. So if you're setting up a search to notify you when new homes come on the market, you're going to want to include both of those areas or you're going to miss new listings. Or to make it easy, just reach out and I'll set up a search for you. Gushigan Village is right across the street. Coffee, a butcher, produce, medical services, a pharmacy, and a liquor store with a great wine selection are all a few minutes away. The Kelowna General Hospital is also just a little more than a kilometer away, which matters a lot for buyers at this stage of life. And just like Balmoral, which is next door, a lot of the owners here have electric bikes because it's easy to get anywhere and enjoy all of the things that Kelowna has to offer. Like always, I save the building specs for the end. Now, Sandstone was built between 1989 and 1991. There are 189 homes in this community, 119 of them back onto the water feature and 70 of them back onto the perimeter, but only 10 or 11 back onto Gordon Drive. Most of the homes here are 2 bedrooms with a few 3-bedroom units. The majority of homes are ranchers, but there are a few properties that I've seen that have a 400 square foot loft. The size ranges from about 1,300 square feet up to around 2,100 square feet. There's one unit at over 2,500 square feet, and that's the one that has a 400 square foot loft. Parking here is going to be a single or double car attached garage, depending on the home. As of August 2026, prices have ranged from $700,000 up to $900,000, with the average being around $733,000. So that's my in-depth look at Sandstone. If you're thinking about a 55 plus community like Sandstone or any other strata property, I've put together a condo buyer's checklist to walk you through the process, the documents to review, and the mistakes to avoid. You'll find it along with my contact info using the QR code above or a link in the description. If this kind of breakdown is helpful, hit subscribe. I cover buildings and communities like this one every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.